Hello everyone, it's another edition of Diaspora Network, the show where we showcase Nigerians who are doing the country proud in different parts of the world. On the show today, we grow green fingers as we throw the spotlight on Nigerian farmers plying their trade abroad. Our special report addresses global and regional efforts to make agriculture the mainstay of the economy. And do look out for Deji and Ife Adeleke, a Nigerian couple that has carved a niche in agribusiness all the way in Johannesburg, South Africa. There's quite a bit to chew on in the next half an hour, but let's kick off with what's in the news this week.
On Monday, the 25th of July, millions of Nigerians living around the world celebrated National Diaspora Day, a time to reflect on the contributions that Nigerians have made at home and abroad to sports, the arts, medicine and politics. According to the latest data from the World Bank, Nigeria's diaspora remittance inflow will increase to $29 billion this year. And aside from supporting family members at home, there are thousands of diaspora community groups that support Nigerians living in other parts of the world. We spoke to Wale Somwo, the director of the Nigerian School Foundation, about the work that they are doing and how it is making a positive impact to the country.
We connect Nigerians here in the UK and also globally as well. We promote awareness on issues generally. Our primary focus is on education, both in the formal setting, back home in Nigeria. As alumni associations, we tend to be involved with that. And also informally, within the diaspora community of Nigerians here in the UK. In terms like the formal setting back home in Nigeria, we contribute towards infrastructure, the buildings and so on, and also towards scholarships and supporting teachers as well. And we've set up consultancy arm as well from here, where we upskill teachers back home in Nigeria.
The Athabasca University in Canada has removed Nigerian students from its list of foreign applicants required to pass an English proficiency test before admission. This waiver comes following a strongly worded letter from research scientist Dr. Olumuyiwa Igbalajobi, who has previously been successful in changing the requirements at Alberta University, where he works. Dr. Igbalajobi argued that Nigeria is an English-speaking country whose people should not be submitted to writing tests. He also stated it is bad to request IELTs from African countries colonised by the British. He has so far written to 12 Canadian universities and has declared that he will continue in his mission to remove Nigerian students from this list indefinitely. Thames has been credited in Beyoncé's forthcoming album Renaissance. The song, titled Move, also credited fellow British-Nigerian producer Richard Oluwaranti Isong, also known by P2J, who has produced for artists such as Burna Boy, Doja Cat and Wizkid. Thames, whose real name is Temilade Okpeniyi, rose to fame in 2020 when she featured in Wizkid's hit single Essence. It reached the top 10 Billboard charts and later received a Grammy nomination. Along with winning many awards such as BET's Best International Act and Soul Train Music Awards' Best Collaboration Award, Thames recently featured in Marvel's new Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever, with her rendition of Bob Marley's famous song, No Woman, No Cry. The 16-track album features other popular artists such as Drake, the legendary Grace Jones, and American DJ Skrillex. It is Beyoncé's first solo project since 2016's iconic Lemonade. Juliana Olayinka with the Diaspora Network News Wrap in London.
The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission continues to reach out to Nigerian communities abroad through various groups, organizations and professional bodies. Let's take a look.
July the 25th is a day set aside by the federal government to recognize the contributions of Nigerians living outside the country to the growth and development of the country. The annual event brings together Nigerians in diaspora as well as representatives of the federal and state governments to discuss areas of possible partnership for national development. In the last 3 years, the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, along with its partners, has championed the event.
July 25, another Diaspora Day. The third for us as NIDCOM, but the 15th for Nigeria. Can we appreciate the diaspora? It's a day for us to reflect and celebrate our very best all over the world. I mean, it's been a tough last 2 years. We had the COVID-19 pandemic, we had the Russia-Ukraine war, we've had a global economic downturn, and, well, insecurities all over the world. But be that as it may, the Nigerian diaspora have been continuing to give back to Nigeria. Despite all the challenges, they still remitted about $20 billion in the last year.
This year, the theme is Diaspora Engagement in a Globally Challenging Time, and the Commission has recorded many successes in this regard. Some of the most notable initiatives include the establishment of diaspora offices and ministries in states like Abia, Adamawa, Edo, and Anambra. Many Nigerians have been identified as being exceptional in the quest to give back to the country, and the event presents an opportunity to commend them for their nobility. President Muhammadu Buhari, who is represented by his Chief of Staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, lauds the Commission and Nigerians abroad for making great strides.
Many of our diaspora compatriots are actively investing in our healthcare, in our agriculture, education, information and communication technology, ICT, housing and real estate, transportation, oil and gas, other services, and so on. This, I must say, is commendable, and in our enlightened collective self-interest, as only Nigerians, both at home and abroad, can develop Nigeria. I'm personally proud of you. May I also commend the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, for its dynamic engagement with the Nigerians in the diaspora, especially for coming up with laudable programs for Nigerians in diaspora, believe in Nigeria, and invest in the country.
More commendations and solidarity messages are from prominent speakers like President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akiumi Adesina, Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Dr. Amina Mohammed, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Zubairu Dada, and the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Katrina Ling, who joined virtually. The event was rounded off with performances from different groups. And on a rather sad note, NIDCOM has been reacting to the killing of a Nigerian named Mr. Ogochukwu Alika in Italy, who was beaten to death by an Italian man. According to Mrs. Dabire Erewa, the Italian police are working and cooperating with the Nigerian mission in Italy to ensure justice is done.
Alika was a physically challenged person that was beaten up, just like that. And the guy who beat him up to death used the crutches that he was using to walk to beat him up to death. Now the culprit has been arrested, currently with the Italian police. As I speak with you, the Nigerian embassy and the Italian authorities are holding a series of meetings, and Alika has a lawyer that he has been working with that will be working with the Nigerian mission to ensure that justice is served in this case. Also very pathetic is the case that happened just a few days before in Canada, where two Nigerians working legitimately in a club were butchered to death. Again, we have the cooperation of the Canadian authorities. They're doing everything to arrest the suspect, and they've also assured that justice will be done.
Are you a Nigerian in the diaspora? Do you have a need to contact the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, or kindly dial any of the numbers on your screen? You can also catch up with all the Commission's activities, including news articles and office events, on the website nidcom.gov.ng.
Now, the general perception is that people go abroad in search of exotic jobs in the corporate world. But the facts for agriculture, that's where food products come from, are different. Some Nigerians actually go abroad to take up farming.
Agriculture is a critical sector in many countries, and its contribution to national revenue has increased over the years. In Nigeria, the sector provides millions of jobs, food security, and valuable raw materials, all of which translate into economic growth. Figures released by the National Bureau of Statistics show the sector contributed 41 trillion naira to the gross domestic product in 2021. Agriculture, with the highest level of productivity and profitability, holds a lot of attraction for players and investors, especially now that the country is making concerted efforts to look away from oil to other natural resources. One way Nigeria has recorded significant investment in agriculture is through policies, projects and programs like the inauguration of the National Food Security Council, the National Livestock Transformation Plan, the Anchor Borrowers Program, and the National Fertilizer Initiative.
Over the years, projects have been without steering committees, making it difficult to effectively track their performance, especially the approval and monitoring of annual work plan, AWPB, which is the core responsibility of the steering committee as contained in the project appraisal document of all the projects.
In addition, former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, the President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, and business magnate Aliko Dangote are some prominent Nigerians who are agriculture enthusiasts strategically promoting the sector through investment in farming. For instance, the African Development Bank supports the sector through policies and financing. One of the bank's most ambitious operations in terms of scale and scope is the release of a $210 million loan to co-finance Phase 1 of the Nigeria Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zone program, targeted at unlocking Nigeria's agricultural sector potential and promoting industrialization through the development of strategic crops and livestock. Apart from these giant support, some young individuals are also driving the force.
Hello, I'm African Farmer Mogaji.
African Farmer Mogaji is an agriculture expert that addresses the issue of underproduction in farming by empowering farmers with the land, tools and knowledge needed to modernize production and increase harvest yields. And outside the shores of the country, Nigerians are also plying the trade and making heavy gains. Rotimi Olawale is a young Nigerian farmer and founder of JR Farms Africa, one of the leading coffee production companies in Rwanda that is shaping the agriculture sector in Africa through sustainable food production, increased incomes for farmers, value addition, and job creation. Cornelius Adewale is another leader in agropreneurship. He earned a degree in agricultural economics at Nigeria's Obafemi Awolowo University and moved abroad to encourage youths to embrace careers in farming. The Washington State University doctoral student is creating a smartphone app that will show farmers how to boost crop yields. But, like other sectors, there are lingering challenges. Lack of proper financing, resource shortages, insecurity and low use of technology have been identified to be stiflers of agricultural productivity in Nigeria. The quality of agricultural infrastructure and technology plays a vital role in the level of food production. In countries like America, Brazil, India and China, agriculture is highly mechanized. The progress in technology and crop yields ranks them among the most productive agricultural producers in the world. Nigeria is indeed blessed with several natural resources which, if well managed, could be a goldmine contributing far more than the present. But to make it a reality, the increased interest in agricultural landscape must be matched with an increase in the regulation of the sector, with a view to making agriculture even more attractive and profitable.
Now that is truly inspiring. Let's take you now to Toyandu in Limpopo province near Johannesburg, where we found this dynamic couple that grow and sell Nigerian crops on their farm. This huge piece of farmland with rich crops could be mistaken for a farm in Nigeria, but that's not the case. It is right in the middle of Toyandu in Limpopo province of northern South Africa, and owned by a Nigerian couple, Deji and Ife Adeleke. Although Deji studied information technology and Ife is a lecturer in education in Pretoria, the couple is further united by their love for agriculture using special greenhouse technology. Today, what started out as a hobby has become a means of sustenance and enterprise in a foreign land. The Adelekes incorporated diverse vegetables like water leaf, bitter leaf, pumpkin leaf, also known as ugu, jute, also known as ewedu, yam, and other edibles. This couple started out almost 2 decades ago in Ilorin, the Kwara state capital, north-central Nigeria, where they hailed from. They planted food crops like tomatoes, pepper, and the fast-growing multi-purpose plant moringa. The family moved to South Africa a few years later and stuck to what they know best, farming. Now the business serves a growing population of Nigerians in South Africa, the locals, and people from other parts of the African continent. Deji and Ife are doing what they love, putting the country on the global map, and are succeeding where others failed. Coming up on Diaspora Network, our chat with Deji and Ife Adeleke about life as farmers in the diaspora. Welcome back to the program. Now let's get to know the Adelekes a little bit more. Our cameras caught up with a couple at their residence in Pretoria on another large piece of land which doubles as a vegetable house and processing shed. Mrs. Adeleke takes us on a tour.
So we have the jute leaves, popularly known as ewedu, drelele, and the other names. We also have our moringa. It grows in here as well. Every of our tent has moringa. These are moringa plants. They are flowering. We have the water leaf at the back. We have a bit of green amaranth, but majorly we do as well. So each of green amaranth is Nigerian spinach. The greens. We just call them here the green. Okay. So each of these are the ewedus, but we plant them at different times so that they don't grow all together at the same rate. So they mature differently, yes.
They are motivated by the need to satisfy the food cravings of over 1 million West Africans in South Africa, as well as the need to inspire other agriculture enthusiasts in the diaspora.
We've got over 40 million Nigerians outside Nigeria at the moment. That's a huge market. And for now, we're starting from South Africa, from Nigerians in South Africa, which we believe is over 1 million. And we hope that when we're able to capture this market, we will be able to export all what we grow here to the UK, to Australia, and all the US and all the countries. We also have a farm in Nigeria, so if it's, in business is always closer to the market. So we believe that if we do this in SA, maybe in the US too, we might set up a farm. The closer you are to the farm, the better it is, and the cheaper the product. Yes, but we believe that we're going to be in this for the long game. We also want to get other African countries to try some of this food from West Africa. A lot of South Africans say, why are West African men very strong, and so on and so forth. And we believe it's actually the food that we eat. We have more variety, food with high protein content, and so on and so forth. So it's also part of penetrating the South African market. So it's not only going to be Nigerians, we're going to also inculcate into the locals as well, to eat yam, to eat ugu, to eat water leaf, and all that we grow at the moment.
And replicating what is grown in the tropical regions of the world is their focus.
The habanero, they've been able to do it well here. They've got another one that's a bit yellow. Yes. They don't have the red one that we are used to, that's slightly sweet.
I see that.
Yeah, but it's, yes. I think we want to concentrate a bit more on the big stuff, the yam, the things that people have not been able to do. But we'll look into pepper maybe on the side and other things as well. But the most important thing is we want to try and replicate what is grown in tropic regions in South Africa. The plantain we eat here comes all the way from Ecuador. Ecuador is almost maybe 8,000 miles away from South Africa. And why should we in Africa be importing plantain all the way from Ecuador when the countries even 2,000-3,000 miles away from us, DRC, Cameroon, even Malawi. There's plantain there is rotting away, but yet we are sending US dollars on a daily basis to Ecuador. So we believe we can do it here, and we've been working on it, and we trust God that before the end of this year we would harvest some plantain.
The bottom line, is the money coming in at this point?
Not yet, but it looks very promising. It looks very promising, and farming is all about passion. You need to have passion for it. It's also like athletics. You need to train and train and train before you go to the Olympics and win the gold, or so on and so forth. So we are still at that stage. I promise you, I'll let you know when the money is coming in.
And the support they get from the South African government is commendable.
The government here has been very helpful. The Department of Agriculture has been wonderful to us. They've helped us get us extension workers to assist us in all that we've done so far.
Really?
Yes, they've been very, very supportive. You have no idea how good they are with things like this. So maybe the foreign national issues, maybe the food will solve it. You never know.
From Deji's perspective, this is what a typical day at the farm looks like. He takes us through their journey.
We started farming in Nigeria, specifically in Ilorin, Kwara State, and we started with moringa. And about 5 years ago, we decided to also farm in South Africa. We started with vegetables, water leaf, ewedu, ugu, and all the likes, to cater for the Nigerian market in South Africa. And during COVID, we ventured into yam, and then we came here in Limpopo, got 3 hectares on this irrigation scheme, and we planted yam. And by God's grace, with a lot of research, with a lot of help, we're able to harvest our first set of yam, and today we're just going to be harvesting the seeds and then plant again to harvest again in September. Getting the land, it's not a big problem. South Africa is big. They've got a lot of land. We at the moment are leasing from the locals at this irrigation scheme just to test this. That's what we started with, and we believe that very soon we're going to acquire land, because now we've done the research and we've seen what is possible. So we believe that it won't be a big process, it won't be a problem.
For the Adelekes, farming in South Africa has been a wonderful experience, but the saying "there's no place like home" still rings true.
Farming in South Africa is much easier. It's easier, there's more enabling environment here. It's easier to transport vegetables and goods from within the country as compared to Nigeria. The soil is just not as rich as what we have back home. Farming as a Nigerian, we've been here for 18 years, so it comes with a little challenge here and there, but I mean, it's possible for Nigerians to farm in South Africa. The soil in Nigeria is so blessed. Oh my God, you can't compare. There's more aeration in the soil. The soil here has more clay. We've got more rainfall in Nigeria. We've got more water. And here we need to do a lot of irrigation to where we are. We need to put a lot of compost because we're also an organic farm. Let me give you an example. Water leaf, that it's a weed in some farms in Nigeria, takes us a lot to do to grow it here.
Like what?
Water leaf, ewedu.
No, it takes you a lot. In what sense?
In terms of you need
Soil
to,
treatment.
yes, soil treatment and so on and so forth.
Apart from growing food, the couple has been successful at making skincare and hair products from scratch.
The bitter leaf is very famous for its healing properties. It's been used for ages to treat ringworms, eczema, skin issues. So we extract the the bitter leaf essence, and we make soap from it. So it's our base for soap. Growing up as a child, we would use it because of its soapening benefit. It would foam up because it had that content, and so we make soap from it to help in healing skin issues. Yeah, I've been a soap maker for like 10 years, so I think I'm highly skilled in soap making. Yeah. And the other products, in the skin products, the hair products, we make products from what we farm, especially the moringa. So all our products has either the moringa oil, the moringa leaf, or the moringa seed powder. Yes. Okay. We farm moringa. We have moringa in over 10 hectares. We make the moringa teas. Then we have the moringa capsules. They are in veggie capsules for vegetarians or vegan who do not want any animal products. The moringa is very rich in health benefits, in beauty benefits, and in wellness benefits.
And just as they hoped, demand and response has been impressive.
We have people say, "Are you the farmer's wife? Are you the farmer? We want yam. The next harvest, can we book 10? Can we book 100?" And yeah, it's been fantastic. Okay. We didn't know it was going to be this big. Yeah.
A lot of research, hard work, commitment, and passion for the farming business has seen this couple succeed, and they look forward to taking their practices to other parts of the world. That's amazing. It just shows that Nigerians thrive wherever they go and in whatever business they choose to do. The success of diasporans in agribusiness gives us a clue to what's possible back home with clear policies and, of course, a supportive environment. And that's the show. Do catch up with all our previous editions online, www.channelstv.com. I'm Ijeoma Onyato. See you next time.